Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm so excited to show you this design. Oh my gosh, this was like a happy accident. So this design is using Tila beads. These are 2-hole beads. They measure 5 by 5. They're different than a regular tile bead. They're very thin and delicate. Let me grab one here. So if you haven't used them before, um, they're different. Here's an example of a tile. You see how thick that one is compared to this one. So I did try this design. I guess this would be the design. And I found it was just, I may have needed maybe bigger beads. I'm using 11-0 seed beads. Let me adjust this here. This, it's very dark. Let's lighten it up a bit. So let's get into this one here. So this turned out amazing. And this one here, I wanted to show you what it looked like with the different color super duos. And so I started out with just a little sampler like this. And then I realized I kind of like the two colors. So this really turned out amazing. And here's the lovely fold over clasp that I added with the little crystals, and that's the other side. So since I already made this one, and I actually made another, I made a sample, and I was like, why am I making a sample when I'm gonna make the bracelets? But so I'm gonna finish that other sample and turn it into a bracelet. But in the meantime, just show you too is I tested out some different colors as well. So this one is gray with, this is a like an antique silver tarnished super duo, and I got these from the Great Canadian Bead Company, I think it's called, in Ontario. And I have to go back and check. I have not seen these super duos since, and they are amazing. They look distressed, like antique old look. So, and I use the turquoise. So the idea was I was trying to make it look like silver and turquoise, like real jewelry. I say real jewelry. What we do is real jewelry, but like metallic jewelry. So yeah, this turned out pretty nice. So I'll be doing one of those for sure. So I grabbed these colors here, and basically I only have a certain amount of colors of these um, Tila beads. So I'm kind of going through my set and figuring out some color combos. So I thought I'd stick with a double color and see how it turns out. So I thought these lovely colors here with these incredible, these are Toho galvanized old gold 11-0 seed beads. I just love the color. They're crazy. So I'm using the dragon thread size 6, and I found the size 6, a thicker size 6 works the best. Some of the different ones, the green and the white, aren't as thick as this one, or aren't as strong feeling in my hand. Like there's more substance to this one than the crystal and the green. But let me know what you think of the crystal and green. I mean, the green's always out of stock because it's so popular. But I ordered it and I'm not really happy with it. It's pretty thin and flimsy. So yeah, so let's get started. We're going to pick up a tile and 4 11-0s. The label says these are Tohos, but they don't look like Tohos to me. They look like check rounds. They're pretty round rather than So you're going to do that. And I have a wingspan, and I've left the tail with a stop bead. So grab these, just hang on to it. You're going to go through your first bead like that and pull all your thread through, and then just kind of nudge your beads into a little diamond shaped pattern. Let's grab these over here. Oh, the other thing with these Tila beads, let me see if I can show you. So they kind of have different on one side to the other. So this side here is flat. It's hard to see with the white. And then the other side has a bit of a little rounded edge. You can kind of see the beveled edge in the like the light changing. It's so slight you're not going to notice it on your bracelet, but I'll tell you, I did add all mine in the same direction. But that's just wrong. So just hang on to your work, pick up 4 more seed beads. You can pick these up at the same time as your tile. Okay. Bring that down. Save you drawing it all down at 2 separate times. Hang on to it like that. And go through your first bead. Create your little diamond pattern. Like that. So here's the thing about working with these tiles. Do you see how amazing they're sitting in place and snug? I found with the bigger, they're Tilas, but with the tiles, oh, they were flippy floppy all over the place. It was really frustrating at times trying to keep my tension. Okay, so I have 1 Tila and 4 11-0s. Bring it all down. It's got tangled here. And bring it into place. Hang on to it and go through your first bead like that. There. Pick up your next one. And I'm using a size 10 needle. I haven't needed a smaller needle. You're not, the only time you go through multiple times is if you're, doing a knot or bringing your thread back down, hiding a tail. So you are going to love this design. I'm telling you. So hopefully you have some Tilas. So I bought my Tilas when I first started beading 3 years ago, and with the YouTube channel. And I was going to use them for my leather wrap bracelets. And then I started beading on this channel, and my beading has evolved. So I've tried every type of thing, design, like bead weaving, bead embroidery, and kind of got away from the leather bracelets. I am going to be doing some soon, some recaps of some really popular ones. Now that my video skills have gotten better, or my camera skills, so I can be sure that people can see what I'm doing. But and my instruction approach as well. But so yeah, so I had this bunch of Tilas left over from that. This is exciting to be able to use it. It's so satisfying too when you put it on and it sits in place the way you want it, because it's so frustrating. I do this stuff like late at night or sitting on the couch watching TV, and I have a little light that kind of shines in my wife's face while she's watching TV. So I try to move it away a bit, and then I can't see. So not the best approach, but so yeah, it gets frustrating when the beads are all over the place. There's some designs I'm like, no, I'm doing this at my desk. I just can't do it. So there, we're all done. Now it's the things are, moved from one side to the other. You can kind of go around and move them. Okay, so now we're going to turn around and we're going to go down the other side and add them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, actually, I'm going to go through the same hole here and then come up through the other. And you don't have to worry too much about the end, these ones here, because you can kind of move them around. So it's not a big deal about the thread going in and out on the same bead. Now I'm going back up. So I went through the other hole and I'm ready to add a diamond shape. So let's do that. Pick up your 4 seed beads and draw it down next to your tile and go through the first bead and get it to create the shape there. So now I'm just going to turn this way. It just makes it easier to work up. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the Tila on the same side that I just added the diamond. Like that. Okay. Let's see if we can get this over there. So it's a little hard when you're starting out to handle, but once you get some length, it's super cool. Pick up 4 and bring it down. Bring this finger, it's a little easier. Okay, bring it down. You're going to go through the first of your 4 and you're also going to go through the tile, the next tile, like that. And what that does is this tile will push and keep these so that they stay in one place and no thread showing. So like that. Isn't that amazing? Just keep doing that all the way up. 2, 3, 4. That. Bring it down. That. And through the first bead and through the Tila. And bring it down. And there you go. There. So if you didn't see my last video, I did mention that I'm kind of celebrating my 10K subscribers, and I'm gonna do a shopping adventure at AliExpress. So the idea was there was enough questions about shopping at AliExpress because I do it a lot. If I could explain some things, and so I'm hoping to do that. But also, if you can give me any recommendations on things you're looking for or would like to see, let me know in the comments, and I will do a video and shop for these things, but I'll also do a giveaway when I do it. So the sooner we get some suggestions, the sooner we can do it and get a giveaway going. And Kath from England also mentioned that she purchased some more tiles with the laser etched images on it that people were asking about. I didn't realize they weren't available in the US or Canada. Um, she sent them to me, so I didn't really need to buy any. But so people were asking because the video where I made this snowflake bracelet, they were asking about it. So she actually is sending me, she has sent me some. They're in the mail right now as part of, I'm not sure what her intentions were. She's going to tell me. She's going to give me a hard time. I was just going to say for the giveaway, but then I'm like, I don't know if that's what she meant. So I better save that one. Don't be harassing her. Okay, so let me see what I did on the others. The others I did add the diamond pattern on the end. Let me do this one, final one, and then we'll start adding the super duos. I'll show you how to do that. So pick up 4. So the last one's a little bit different because there's no tile to go through. And just go like that. Go through the first bead. And just pull it down. That. And you're going to go through the tile. I mean, this part here is kind of up to you how you want to bring your thread around. But here's one of the ways that I do it. Just want to move that thread over and get this sitting there. Okay, then go up through this one. There. And I'm just going to move the stop bead out of the way a bit. We're going to do the same on that side. 1, 2. 3, 4 beads. Bring it down. There. And go through the first one. Just watch it doesn't get hooked on the guy next to it. And we're going to do the same on this one. And it will tighten it. Actually, I want to tighten it first. Just use your nail to bring it down. Go through. There. And go up. Through the other hole of the Tila. And just be careful, it gets hooked on stuff. You've got all these little beads sticking out everywhere. So that's what we have so far. And now we're going to add our super duos. So we want to be coming out of this top bead here. Okay, so we're going to go through the first one like that. Then go through the second one. So this would really sit like over a bit, but it will snug in once. And then this is the top one we want to come through. So that's the important one. I'm going to flip this, make it easier for you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're ready. Let's do these guys. They're so gorgeous. These are orange gold, I think they call them. So you're going to pick up a super duo, a seed bead, and a super duo. Well, these are two different colors. I wonder if they got mixed up. I bet you they did. They look like they're mixed all the way through. I don't think we're going to notice. So we're coming out of this seed bead. We're going to go into the next one at the top. So in the other design, I talked about going around the diamond shape to keep these in shape. I didn't find you needed to do that, especially because we're going to be coming up here and adding one of those diamond shapes, so it will hold everything in. So pick up a super duo, an 11, and a super duo. Go through the next one. There. Super duo, 11, super duo. Go through the next one. Like that. Oh, this is looking amazing. I love this orange color. Through here. I keep wanting to go for the seed beads. Habit, I guess. Look at that. It just, these Tilas are amazing. They're so uniform that the beads just fit together so lovely. Then we have one over here. And go through. Let's get this over so we know. So we want this one here. Look at that. Oh, isn't that amazing? So now we do want to go. Let me see if I can get this a little snugger. Go around the diamond shape. Go around, go through the two beads, and then I'm going to go through. So now you can see it's kind of, there's some thread there. Let's get that nice and snug. There. Go through the Tila. Like that. Then go to the next hole and go up. We're going to do that side. And if you can catch the lower bead, do it, because it's sometimes hard to, but it might be too hard to do. Yeah, I can't get it. There. There's that side. Isn't that amazing? So that one does look different. That's so funny. Okay, so let me go through this bottom bead. There. And then go through the two top ones. And the top one is the one that we want to add the super duo to. So this is going to kind of turn a little bit. Okay, so let's get these guys on. So you could do it all the same color, but I really found it interesting to do the two colors. So we'll see how that turns out. Oh, I don't need two of those. So we're picking up a Super Duo, and oh, I have two on there. Super Duo, an 11-0, and a Super Duo. We're coming out of this hole. We're going to go into this hole. I think this is going to look amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. Yummy, yummy. This is interesting too. I used Toho, so they actually are Tohos. The Super Duo seem to be sticking out a little further from the tile than in the sample where I used check beads. So if you're wondering if there's a difference, there's the difference. Although these might be Tohos as well. A bit big. No, they're... Oh, you can see a big difference. Get to the business. Every step is just exciting because it just so... Each step transforms this bracelet like crazy. So, keep doing that. There. This is amazing. Okay, the last set here. Now remember, this has to turn this way. So there's our top bead. Look at that. Oh, isn't that amazing? Look at it. Okay. Let me get this. That is wild. Okay, so now we need to secure that. So let me focus, Emma, focus. Let's go around the first two beads here. Or the next two beads, I mean. Okay, we'll do the first one. There's one. And then two. I'm going to go down here. And you can see that gray thread is so light that you don't notice it. There. Okay, so go back up because now we're going to come down the other, and I do believe we have to cross over here. So try and go through the bead as well. There. So let's go through these two beads. And then we are going to go up here. You could add some beads here. Let me see if I add two, what that'll do to cover that thread. So it would cover it, but I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you why. Because I'm doing a sample, and when I go to add the rest of the bracelet, I would add it on here, so I don't want it in the way. Let's seed beads. So let's just do the thread like that. So here's an important part to this next step. So now we're going to add a seed bead and then one of these diamond shapes. So just follow what's there. So if there's a seed bead, you add a seed bead. If there's a diamond shape, you add a diamond shape. Now, at this point, you can add whatever you want. You can put seed beads all the way through, or, you know, because this diamond shape looks like a picot when it's on the bracelet. So you can see it looks a bit like lace, like a picot. So if you don't want that, you can go ahead and just skip it and add seed bead all the way down. It'll give you a different look. Something like that. So it's up to you. I kind of like the design, but you know what? This one is a more, could pass for a man's bracelet. So, you know, you might not want to put that frilly look on the end. But we're going to do it for this design. So I'm going to start with our 11-0. That. Then add 4 beads. Like that. And go through the first one and go through the super duo. Like that. So I'm just kind of looking, you can see the thread a bit. I think that's because these are Tohos. So I would definitely recommend you using checks. No, that doesn't look too bad actually. Just had to nudge it a bit. Then 1 bead, 111-0. And at this point you can pull it and it will tighten your diamond shape. So pick up 4, bring them down, and go through the first one and through the super duo. So we'll leave that little space of thread and see when we add the next bead if it snugs it up. I'm sure it will. There. So 4, that, bring it down, and go through the first bead and the super duo. Oh, this is looking amazing. Pick up 1 and go through the next super duo and pull it snug. Pick up 4, that, bring it down, go through the first bead and through your super duo. And we'll just keep continuing like this. So I wasn't sure about the white, and I actually like it now. The white Tila. There. Oh, and that's a little sharp edge. I wonder if it would be fine. So I am getting ready to do some some cleaning in my office. So you know what that means? De-stash time. I had some bought a whole bunch big order from Beta Beta on seed beads, so I actually finally put them in containers. And as I was doing that, I was coming across some stuff that I had extras of. So that's going in there. So there'll be seed beads. I think the best thing for the de-stash is to do grab bags like I've done in the past. It makes it easier for me. You know, you just order however many grab bags you want. Look at that side. Looks amazing. That's wild. Okay, so we're going to turn around and do the other side. Let's see. What's the best way to get around? Go down through here. So I'm coming out of this hole. I'm going down through here. I'm going to come around here to come up. Like that. So I'm following the bead path. I'm just going to go through these two and then I'm going to slide over to the other side so that the thread will be right here. Like this. Go through here. This needle is a bit big, but it's still fine. Like that. Then go through these two, but then slide into that top hole. Like this. So this will be interesting to see how it tones down this dark. This is, I don't know if I told you the colors. This is bronze. And then this one is gold shine orange. Let's see what the Toho does to this. That. 4. Bring that down. And go through the first one and through your next super duo. Like that. Okay. Add a bead. That. Pick up 4. Bring him down. And go through the first. These are galvanized Tohos. I find they're really like slick. They're hard to get around. There we go. It's great because they're beautiful. 2, 3, 4. And go through. So once you get started on this, it's pretty, you get pretty good at and fast at it. This is looking amazing. Okay, 4. Oops. Getting a little excited. There we go. I find that when I try to cut corners, that's when I, you know, the stuff gets caught. Okay. There. Let me just add a bead and that'll straighten that one out. There. Okay. Almost there. I mean, you can kind of see right now how it's turning out, but this gives you an idea. And last one. Like that. Oh, I think my thread came off my needle. Let me see if I can get that last bead in. And that will be it for this demonstration today. That's the other problem with using a size 10 needle. Now, I don't know what needle this is. It's really strong, like hard. So there's one needle that's like that, that's really strong, that's really expensive. So, but then there's also cheap ones, and when they do bend, they actually break. So I don't know which it is. So this is the design. So I wanted to show you different colors because you don't necessarily get the gist of use the colors you have, just put them together and see what you can create, because it's amazing what you can come up with. It's wild. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. And definitely, this would look good with, let me see if I have one of those clasps. I'll just set it in place to show you. This one right here. So you could put something like that. I don't know. I think something darker, maybe one without the crystals. Here's one. Maybe when I get it done, and get some of these done, I'll do some putting clasps on so that we can get an idea of what kind of clasp to use. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have any questions, please just ask. And don't forget to comment about what kind of things you want to see if you can buy on AliExpress, or, you know, whatever. Like, let's do this thing. And thank you so much for your support. You know, I say I hit 10,000 subscribers. I didn't hit it. You guys hit it. You're the ones subscribing, and I appreciate it. All the comments. It really has kept me going through the pandemic and through my hand surgeries and my breast cancer issues and surgery and radiation therapy. So thank you so much for being there. I really appreciate it. I feel like I have a whole bunch of people in my office playing with me, playing with beads. So thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Bye.